Hi there folks, welcome to episode 2 of Sunday at Dunsy's, where I relax with a cup of coffee, a vintage heavy metal magazine, in this episode, issue number 2 of KERRANG, and in the background we keep this, the best of reference material, the new wave of British heavy metal encyclopedia. So KERRANG issue 2 from August 1981, 50 pence. Can you believe that? 50 pence for this magnificent heavy metal tome. So what I will do is, I will go through it and I'll also scan the pages in and put them on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But we'll go through, we'll see who's in it, we'll see what album reviews there are and stuff like that. I'll focus my camera first, that might help. See what the album reviews are, the live reviews, interviews, and let me know in the comments, do you remember this magazine? Do you remember these bands from the time? Will the Mama's Boys be in it? 1981? Probably not. So let's get on with it. KERRANG issue number 2, August 1981. On the front we have Ritchie Blackmore. I'll just go through it in page order. That would seem to be the most sensible thing to do. So what do we have here? We have Paul Di'Anno being groped by a young lady. Seems very nice. Iron Maiden's Paul Di'Anno, Is Everything Okay? Oh, bloody camera. Apart from the staggering number of heavy metal megastars, blah blah blah, guitarist Bernie Tormey left Gillan. The legendary, the late great Bernie Tormey left Gillan after refusing to fly back from Germany to appear on Top of the Pops. Didn't want to be involved. I wonder if this is saying as Paul Di'Anno leaving Maiden. Wild Horses have given the old elbow to guitarist Brian Robertson. Meanwhile, there you go, Iron Maiden. Rumour has it that Paul Di'Anno, the late great Paul Di'Anno, that was only last week before that Paul died, unbelievable, may not be there singing much longer. Whitesnake, Sammy Hagar, rumoured for Donington. What do we have here? Where are they now? 60s pop band. I'll put a scan in so you can see that. I don't know who that is. Then we get on to tour news. Who's touring? Touring back then, Reading Festival stars, GIRLSCHOOL are touring, Gillan, Motorhead, Black Sabbath, Triumph, Vardis and possibly ZZ Top kick off the heavy metal season at Stokes Port Vale football ground. Oh no, it wasn't. ZZ Top didn't play. OZZY, I think OZZY headlined that. Did SABBATH pull out? And I think OZZY stepped in with Randy on guitar. AC/DC, Whitesnake, Blue Icicle, Slade, Blackfoot and more the band, not more bands, is the Monsters of Rock lineup. August 22nd. Blizzard of Oz will be touring Britain at the end of this year. Saxon touring, Priest touring, Def Leppard touring, Styx. Play Loud. I'll put this picture in here so you can go on Spotify if you use such a thing. I do. Go on Spotify and play some of these. Alcatraz, You in the Night singles. Alcatraz, Young Blood. I like that album, Young Blood. Oh, there we go. Black Sabbath, that's the Port Vale Heavy Metal Holocaust, I think. Sabbath pulled out. Oh, I'm going to mess up my magazine. I'll try and do this with a minimum of edits. What we've got here, Loverboy, Pat Benatar advert. What was the album? Precious Time. Good album, that. Rainbow, a KERRANG world exclusive. Words by Pete Makowski, pics by Ross Halfin. There he is, with his scalloped fretboard. Don Airy, showing some good hygiene tips there. Get some deodorant on. Bobby Rondinelli, Joe Lynn Turner, and the Man in Black, Mr. Ritchie Blackmore, and Roger Glover. Another page of Rainbow interviews. Oyster Cult advert. Def Leppard. Look at the young Def Leppard there. Just young lads there, eh? Can hardly see Joe Elliott in the corner there. The original New Waver British heavy metal band have come roaring back, admits Jeff Guilty Barton. You remember he slagged them off, eh? So what I'll do is I'll scan this one in and you can read a little bit through that. Just pause it and stuff. So an interview there with the young lads in Def Leppard. August 1981, let me know in the comments, what were you doing in August 1981? Cool picture. Monsters of Rock advert. Oh, Triumph. Look at that picture, I remember this. Look at that, it was a cool Triumph picture. Another one, the more I do these I'll be saying the late great Cozy Powell from the Michael Schenker group at that point in time. Ah, here's a Aragon. I think I did an Aragon guitar lesson on this channel. I don't think it was, strangely enough, I don't think it was particularly popular. But I bought their album from, did I buy it from, oh, what's that website called? Bandcamp. I think I bought it from Bandcamp. Aragon from Macclesfield. Like the legendary Silverwing. And maybe the Mac lads. We're the lads from Mac and we want some stuff. Samson. Oh, I'll maybe need to blur this in today's climate. Maybe need to blur that. Enid Williams, Girls' School. Here's a good bit. Well, the rest of it's all good, but here's a bit I always loved at Hand and Ready. You could find it about up and coming bands. Please do let me know in the comments if you've heard of any of these bands. You will have heard of the first two. I saw one of them about 6 months ago in the United States of America. Wrathchild. Wrathchild have a long and complicated history. I saw Rocky Shades making a post on Facebook the other day about he was not happy with Mark Angel. I think he called him by his real name as well. Not happy. So we have Wrathchild, Evesham, and then Anvil, Armed and Ready, more young bloods. I think Anvil formed in like the early 70s. So I mean, young blood. What a band though, the legendary Anvil. Bitch in the box. Demon Pact, again, excuse my camera. Demon Pact from the south of England near Bromley in Kent, featuring Donald McKeefe vocals, Richard Dickerson guitar, Roy Briddle bass and Ian Finlay make up the band, averaging a tender 20 years of age each. And then on the next page, wow, Sabbath with Ronnie James Dio. What that's on page 30. Ronnie James Dio. Those two albums, those two studio albums with Ronnie James Dio, I mean, people were obviously upset when Ozzy left the band, but, you know, Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules, what a pair of albums. Strictly for connoisseurs. Now, do I have any of these? I have the Silverhead album. Blue Cheer, I'll put this on screen here. Blue Cheer, Finsbus Eruptum, Grand Funk, good singing, good playing. Mr. Big, not the Mr. Big. And what was their single? Wholehearted, not that. Stack Waddy, John Peel was always playing them, and Silverhead with Michael DeBar. It's a good album that, actually, I like that. Motorhead, Filthy Phil. Oh, look at the young Dave Lee Roth. The young David Lee Roth. What do we have here? Oh, the Rainbow Family Tree. This could be like a series, eh? Look at the Rainbow Family Tree. Here's a question, let me know in the comments, because I'm not entirely sure. Did Rainbow ever record 2 consecutive albums with the same lineup? I don't think so. Next up we have Quo. Stace Quo. Quo and KROKUS. Quo and KROKUS. And then we have KK down and sitting on his car. Not much more rock and roll than that. At home in a sun-kissed Wolverhampton, polishing his beloved old Jensen 541R. Just to remind him of his humbler days as a chef in a wimpy bar. Did the KK down and used to flip burgers? Thin Lizzy advert. Oh, look at a young Pink Floyd with Syd Barrett. I was watching a David Gilmour, like an hour-long interview the other day, talking about Syd Barrett and stuff like that. Diamond Head merchandise. Official stuff from Whitesnake. Well, here we have some bands. We have more. We are the band. My apologies if I do any singing on these videos. Raven. One of my favourite bands. I absolutely love Raven. I think one day I'm going to compile all of the in-between songs on their studio albums, because there's always funny stuff from the Gallagher brothers. Praying Mantis. And A to Z. The Witch of Berkeley. A live album. Their sole album, recorded live at a gig, and without being too rude, not the greatest of recording. Next up, Crossword, Kerrang Crossword, Angel Witch official merchandise, letters. Sorry, I'll really scan some of these in. These were always funny. I have but one complaint about your metallic mag, the name. Walking up to the counter of my local newsagent with a confident and forceful tone of voice, I uttered the words, "Have you got Kerrang in yonder shelves?" With this, the middle-aged and sombre character behind the counter disappears through a door at the back of the shop, and then a loud, howling noise comes to my ears, which I foretook as laughter. It was difficult times back in 1981, going to your local newsagents and saying, "Can I have a Kerrang, please?" Maybe that point in time, my voice hadn't broken. "Can I have a Kerrang, please?" On the back, we have Ozzy Osbourne is a gentleman of heavy metal. There he is, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. So that was a quick look through Kerrang issue number 2, which came out in August 1981. Put some of the scans in. You can have a cup of coffee this Sunday afternoon and watch some old guy with a grey beard looking at an old heavy metal magazine. As ever, folks, have a great weekend. Cheers for now.